Hello everybody, this is JD and I'm going to make a video and I'm going to ask you people for some money. I'm really going to ask you people to help me start raising money. But that ain't what this video is about. This video is about you. I want you to seriously listen to Obama. He has yet to get the message. He has no idea what he's doing. He's going across the country right now doing the exact same thing as he did with his quote-unquote Obamacare, or as I call it, insurance regulation. He's trying to convince you the answer to fix the problem is raise taxes. We have this massive deficit, and the only way we can fix it is to raise taxes. Now I'm going to ask each and every one of you out there who have been in a very bad financial problem. Let's take, for example, a husband and a wife. The wife's working full-time. The husband is in the active duty Navy, and he is working part-time as a roofer. They are in a financial bind where they couldn't even afford to buy anything until they made a payment to their credit cards. What did they do? Did they go and get another job? Couldn't get another job. They already was working to the limit. Actually, that sailor was working from 6 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and the Navy from 4 in the afternoon to midnight. No, from 4 in the afternoon to about 7, 8 o'clock roofing, and then from midnight to 6 in the morning at 7-Eleven. There was no other way to get any more money. Couldn't raise taxes. Nope. There's nothing else I could have done to get any more money. So what did we do? We had to really do a lot of cutting back, a lot of belt tightening, and a lot of changes in the way we lived. Eventually, I was able to quit the job at the 7-Eleven, the midnight to 6 job, and then the roofing picked up, and between the roofing and my Navy's job, was able to get us out of that credit card spiral. Didn't lose my house. Was behind for a while, but got caught up with everything. Took the checkbook away from my wife because she has one who believed that as long as I have a checkbook, I got money. And she didn't realize how much she was actually throwing out the window writing bad checks. Once that stopped, we were able to start getting ahead. Couldn't borrow no more, basically, because that's what she was doing when she was writing checks. She was borrowing money from the bank, and the bank was charging her a lot of interest rate. Our debt was growing and growing. And the bank was allowing it because they knew I was in the Navy, and that twice a month they would get a paycheck from me that would cover all their expenses. But the debt was growing and had to do changes. Well, Obama doesn't want to do that. What he wants to do is raise taxes. That's right. Here's what Obama's doing for you to understand. Somebody has a store that's not doing well. Well, if we increase the prices on everything when we sell something, we will make more money. Which usually is a very strong indication of a store going out of business. When they start raising their prices, they are soon to go out of business. Obama's raising taxes. He needs to be out of there now. Bottom line is, people, he's pushing Obama ideas. Obama this, Obama that. All proven failed tactics. They don't work. Through the years, we have seen it over and over again. Economists have said, no, that's the wrong thing to do. The truth of the matter is, first and foremost, before we decide what we're going to do, we got to get everybody working together. Everybody in this nation tackling the problem. Not just the working middle class. That's why I say sales tax. Not just the rich. Everybody. If every single person in this country paid taxes, we'd have less taxes upon each of us. That's the truth. But you got to decide to make these things happen. Not me. You're going to have to start deciding what type of government you want. Do you want smaller, streamlined, efficient government? Or do you want the bloated, exploding, socialist government? I agree with Social Security, and I agree with medical. But that's the limit I agree with. I don't even agree with welfare. Even though I was a foster child, if it wasn't for me being a foster child, I wouldn't be here, sitting here today doing what I'm doing, talking to you the way I am. Finishing a full, successful military career. None of those things would have happened if I didn't become a foster child. Yes, people, I was a foster child. When I was about 8 years old, 9 years old, I was taken away from my mother and never got to get back with my family until I was over 18. So actually, what my brothers and sisters are does not necessarily mean what I am. And believe me, my sister Pinky, my oldest sister, I will call a welfare queen day in and day out. And that turns me completely against the welfare program. It shows me the flaws in the actual program that exists that need to be taken out. People like her does not need to be on the program. And I'll argue that with anybody. I don't care. So, what is this video really about? It's Obama going around trying to push his programs again. He has failed over and over and over. Time in, time out, time in, time out. And as far as I'm concerned, the ultimate of his failure is Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. Put those together, I mean, I applaud his ideals for Libya, but I am totally disgusted at the way he went about it and what he's actually doing. You don't do half a job. If you're going to do the job, you either do it or don't. I'm sorry, that's the way I am. I believe our Constitution was there for a reason, and considering the strength of our country. Now, I'll tell you another thing. Obama's bin Laden's greatest aide. What? I said Obama is bin Laden's greatest aide? Bin Laden said he was going to destroy the United States through economics. And Obama is trying to do just that. Destroy the United States through our economic system. We have to turn our economic system, the economy of the United States, around. We have to get out of an antiquated, obsolete, non-functional tax system that puts the burden of the whole tax system on the wrong select group instead of the whole nation as a whole. We have to ensure that our citizens are capable of competing, and we have to ensure that manufacturing remains in this country. Made in America has to mean more than just a wooden toy here, a flag here, a shirt here. It means it is a major manufacturer in the whole world. These are the things we have to do. And if we change our tax system to be based on the economy, a sales tax of the United States, Congress then would be more concerned about improving the economy, thus increasing their tax base, than they would be about raising taxes on the working people, on the rich. Because There, they don't have to do nothing but say, okay, pass the law, we're going to tax you more. Whereas on a sales tax, they have to deal with the economy of a nation. And that's what they have to deal with. You have to decide what you want. You have to decide. Now, one other thing I told you I was going to ask you, speaking of economics, is for some assistance, some help. Not for me. I don't need nothing to exist right now. I got plenty of money. I'm not rich. I don't make $250,000 a year. I don't even make $100,000. I'm just a little bit somewhere around 50, 60. But the way me and my wife lives, that's more than enough, and it keeps our store going. So I don't need money for me. I need money for you. I want to start going around the country and meeting you, all of you. I want to talk to you one-on-one. I want to hear what you have to say, what's important to you. But I can't do that stuck here in Norfolk. Now, I'm not even going to ask you for a lot of dollars. All I'm going to ask is maybe $3, $4, $5. That's all. Just a couple dollars. Send me a check. And it's going to be used for the Constitutionalist Party, the campaign. I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't steal. Ask people who know me, and you'll know that. I will take and misuse your money as much as I will support Obama. That I'll promise you. How's that? Because I can never, ever support Obama. If he was the only man running for president, I could not support him. He has no idea what he's doing. He does a good dog and pony show, but at the same time he's burning the forest down behind him. So people, I am asking you for some help, financial help. I would like to, by the end of the summer, start traveling across the country, meeting people, but I have to raise money. Sorry, I have to raise money. And I'll be honest with you, if there is some organization across the country that wishes for me to speak, I'll be more than happy to speak if you get me there, provide me a place to stay, and get me back to my house. You don't have to pay me for speaking. Just get me there, provide me a place to stay, and get me back to my house. That's all. For those of you who really would like to help and really would like to contribute, I have two places you can go. One is Constitutionalist Party, and there's a contribute page to contribute, which will take you to the same place as this site, www.pleasecontribute /3551, Barbara? Yeah, I think it's 3551. And there it will also say JD's campaign, Constitutionalist Party. And if you go to Constitutionalist Party and go to contribute page, it also. So, I'll write it up in the write-up. But yes, I do need your help. But it's not for me. I don't need a penny to live on. I got plenty. I need the money to go traveling around the country. That I do. I would also like for the Constitutionalist Party to pay off some of its own bills instead of me constantly paying it. But that's neither here nor there. Okay? Well, this is JD. You decide. Do you really believe that tax and more tax is the solution to our problems? Or do we have to take the different path? The path of our forefathers. Spend less and tax less. Smaller, streamlined government. A republic, not a gigantic, bloated government of the socialists. You decide. Okay? This is JD. Have a nice day. Oh, by the way, for all you who are Christians, Happy Easter. And remember, today is the day that the perfect man who was totally destroyed by mankind arose and said, not so fast. Have a nice day. Happy Easter. And for those of you who are non-Christians, have a great Sunday anyway. Thank you.